Hey, Shawn Clement here from the Richmond Hill Golf Learning Center. And today is a day for our redos with uphill, downhill, side hill shots. Now, instead of condensing everything into one video, I'm going to do one particular video per situation. And I'm going to start today with the downhill shot. Now, benefits to the downhill shot. Number one, you're going to get to really understand how this shot actually works. I want you to beware of the instruction that you've seen in the past when it relates to the uphill, downhill, or side hill shots. When they start with, keep the shoulders in line with the slope. It's a very dangerous statement because you don't really have your shoulders in line with the slope on a flat lie. Because your bottom hand, if I'm a right-handed player, my right hand is lower than my left hand. Therefore, my right shoulder is going to be lower than my left shoulder, which gives me the proper tilt and brace to stay balanced and powerful in my swing. You've seen a lot of my videos, hopefully, so far. If not, please consult my braced tilt series, my tilted spiral series, my tilted twirl series, okay? So you'll see how important that is. Now, because on a flat lie, if I line up my shoulders parallel to the ground, now all of a sudden my left arm starts to collapse, my right arm is too rigid, and when I swing through the shot, there's nothing to hold my swing to the target. So if I'm already compromised with my shoulders level to the ground on a flat lie, what do you think is going to happen now? So right out of the gate, please, let's forget about that. Balance is everything when it comes to golf. If you compromise your balance, you're done. So, how do I get balanced on a slope? Well, in skiing, it's always about weight on the downhill ski. You put the weight on the uphill ski, everything falls out from underneath you. So everything is balanced on the inside of the downhill ski. So if you look at right now, my right leg is very relaxed. Everything's just rolled inward. It's like a one-leg swing. And I'm braced naturally on the inner portion of my left foot. So you can see how my tilted position here is braced against my forward side. Okay? Let me reverse that left-handed, and it'll look like this. So you can see now I'm in a position to really be braced against my forward side. This is what it looks like right-handed. So you notice now I've got this wonderful platform receiving my swing as I'm swinging toward the target. That's number one. Number two, this allows me with this tilt to get the club to swing down the slope. Watch the blur of the club and how low it stays through the ball. If I try to stay low through the ball this way, I'm losing my balance. Lose my balance, compromise the shot. Now, the rest of it is allow the momentum to follow the slope. So on the backswing, you'll feel more upward heave, and then let the whole swing follow the slope down. So I feel a nice whip down that slope. So it's the arm club unit swinging freely. No crash, no crash. No crash up the slope, no crash down the slope. Everything should be skipping right here nicely in front of the ball. All right? Now, the flavor you get on a downhill shot will teach you how to keep the ball low when you're hitting into the wind. If you want to hit low fades, low draws into the wind, this is the flavor that we're looking for. We're looking for more weight more forward against the forward side, ball a little more back in the stance, a little more closed face, and then feel like you're chasing that momentum down the slope. Another thing that doesn't change, you want to feel that you're using the weight of the arm club unit to hit the shot. So you heave the weight of the arms up the slope. Heavy swat of the arms down the slope. So you notice how in the effort to stay in balance, my head stays wonderfully centered. Another thing that you'll find that helps a lot is to toe the front foot open. If you keep it closed, it's very easy to roll the ankle. You toe it open a little bit more than usual, about 25 degrees, and now you've got this wonderful platform waiting for you on the way down. The more severe the slope, the more you want to open the foot. Okay? So let's hit a couple of shots, shall we? So, I feel like I'm swinging down the slope towards my target. I already see the ball flight. So it's important that you see how the ball is going to fly. So here I'm going to picture a nice low boring shot that's going to draw back toward the target. So I'm going to start it there, end it there. So, does this feel like, if I whip it down the slope, does it feel like the ball's going to start in the direction I want it to start? Yes. Good. So let's try. Down the slope. So you notice at the end of my swing, nice and balanced. It was a little thin, but I'm very happy with that swing. It felt like a really nice whipping action. So, weight forward. This leg is nice and relaxed. Heave it up the slope. Let it swing down the slope. Allow the whip to go down the slope towards the target. Oh, that was super. Look at how bolted I am at the end of my swing. And it felt like a really easy whip down the hill. You don't ever want to feel like you're shoving the club down that slope, okay? So if we were to change the angle here real quick, just to show you a down the line version of what that's going to look like. So, towards the red bag, back towards the black bag. Heave it up the slope, whip it down the slope. Heave it up, whip it down. See how that's looking? That felt great. So you see how that works right now? So this also, if you've got a tendency to bring the club too far inside in the backswing, swinging up the slope will give you more sense of that upward levitation. So you'll feel that your arm club unit is levitating more than usual up here. And then you'll feel like the club is whipping way down and through that ball, okay? So that takes care of the downhill shot. Stay tuned. Next one's going to be uphill.